Hey everyone, today we are breaking down the integration between Webflow and Klaviyo internally from the flow automations from Klaviyo. So here you can see that we are designed a page, my lance on the Webflow here, and in this video I am going to demonstrate how I create the form, and by using the Klaviyo add members to a list API, we are created the member in Klaviyo through this API using Webflow forms. So let's dive into it. So here you can see that the we created the multiple pages. In this video, I am going to demonstrate with this filling your sites page. So in this page, I just created a form, just simple form, which takes the input of email address here. So when I navigate to this form settings, here you can find the show all settings button. When you click on this, here on the right panel you can see the setting configurations here. So you just needs to navigate to the form setting. In this form setting, you can see the source attribute here. Just set it to logic. Once you set it to logic, you can see the options to create the flows. So just go to the flow settings here. In the flow settings, you can create multiple custom flows forms. You can perform multiple operations like create CMS items, delete CMS items. You can make a request by this. You can add a send notification email and so on. As per your need, you can apply or create the flows, and you can apply the condition rules too. So in this case, I am trigger this specific flow whenever the form is submitted. After submitting this specific form, which we configured from the right panel, if you click on this specific module, we can say that. So in the right panel, you just need to give the trigger name, and you just need to select the form from which you want to trigger this flow. So in my case, I am selecting this one, and whenever the form is submitted on this form, the flow is triggered and performing the task. So in the next step, I just created the make HTTP request from this make HTTP request module. And in this right panel, I just needs to configure some sort of settings like authentication tokens, query parameters, the URL, request URL, headers, and the body. So I took all these API configurations from the Klaviyo add member to a list API endpoint. So you just needs to developers.klaviyo.com. Here you can see that the all API endpoints available. As per your need, you can select any of these API endpoint. So in our case, we are going to add members to a list. So here you can see that we just needs to specify the list ID in the API endpoint, and we can create this type of data structure here. So here you can see that in the Webflow, I give the API token with the query, set it as an key, as an API key, set the credentials with the API token which I retrieved from the Klaviyo settings. So you can retrieve this API token from the Klaviyo dashboard. Just go to your profile. Here you can see that the setting tab. In the setting tab, you will see the API section. In the API section, you can create or create new multiple private API key to make integrations between Klaviyo and other platforms. So just create one, or if you have the existing API, just copy this API key from Klaviyo setting API sections, and just go to your Webflow module configuration, and just create a credentials here. After that, we set it the request method as an post, the URL as I just show you on the API documentation here, and the body I took from the API sections here. So in our case, we just needs to update the email address. If you want, you can update the phone number and on details as per your need. So here you can see that I just added the variables from this left top corner, insert variable. In this, you can see all the mappings available from the previous module. So here you can see that from previous module we are coming with the email. So we added this email to this email body, as you can see that. So after this, you can run test by completing this step to test that this API is working perfectly or not. And you just needs to click on publish button to the staging area, and after that you can go back to your page and publish your page accordingly. Or if you want to create the multiple flows like that, you can add by clicking on this new flow button. So let's quickly navigate to our page, which is feeling, and you just need to click on publish button to publish this specific flow and or turn this on. So yeah, that's all. You can click, you just need to click on publish from that. So let's go to our main page and try to run this entire flow and check that working or not. So here is our flow page, filling page, which we just need to uh, check that the all functionalities is working or not. So and our Klaviyo list is here. We just need to navigate to the list and segments here. And as we listed the form id as in list, 21K proposals list I created here, and I added this list ID in the form as I mentioned when we created this API endpoints in Webflow. So let's try to run this once by clicking on read now. So when I click on this read now button, the form is submitted, and as we created the flow inbuilt flow in Webflow, the flow is triggered and it's added in the 21K proposal list in Klaviyo. So let's test it once and see that that specific record is available or not. So here you can see that as we added this email address or submit the form from Webflow, this email address is added to the Klaviyo 21K proposal list here. So yeah, that's all about this video. I hope you found this video helpful to understand how we can integrate between the Webflow and Klaviyo by using forms and using the API of Klaviyo. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.